Hello everyone, it is that time of year again. It is almost Sketchtember. Sketchtember has become the most important time of the year for our community. It is almost like a holy month for us. But for those who have never heard of Sketchtember before, Sketchtember is a month-long daily sketching challenge for all of September. I release a prompt at the end of August, sometime around the 30th or the 31st. The prompts are all released at the same time, and they are posted on the Sketchtember text channel on my Discord, which is free and accessible for everyone. The challenge is to draw every day and submit your daily sketch to the channel. So this is how the Sketchtember wall starts. I have a little blurb up here with some quick information, and the Sketchtember prompt is submitted. This is last year's, and then people just get started. It gets rolling. We see a lot of amazing submissions right off the bat. The style variety, the media variety. There are a couple of rules, obviously. Anything that is extremely NSFW or inappropriate in that way, we don't recommend or welcome them. And if you are going to interpret the prompt with artistic nudity, it's required that you censor it when you submit it. Other than that, there are no real rules when it comes to medium. Traditional media, you can use digital media, you can do it in whatever style you'd like. All are welcome, all are celebrated. So far to get into the challenge, all you have to do is hang out on the Discord. Look out for the Sketchtember countdown. The Sketchtember text channel will be posted up soon on my Discord. Once the final night of August comes along, you will see the prompt go up. I will give you guys 24 hours before the deadline, meaning before the end of day one. You guys will have had maybe 2 days or up to 36 hours to have your first prompt complete. I try to give you guys a little extra time for that day one, and then you'll start seeing the submissions roll in gradually, which is always so exciting. Day one is when we see the most submissions. Day 2, day 3, around day 20 you can see people really getting fatigued, but that's also the time you see major changes in people's style. You see a lot more line efficiency, you see a lot more decisive decision making with concepts, and then you see cleaner sketches. So it's actually a really cool reverse spectrum. As you move closer to the end, you see more focus, and from the beginning to the end of Sketchtember, you see the style and motivation change. So if you were to put that information on a graph, you can see how motivation and inspiration affect your style. And as you look towards the end of Sketchtember, you can see how the graph may represent a change in consistency, efficiency, style, and focus. And you can see those elements go up in the submissions, especially for those who submit daily. I've definitely noticed that for my pieces. Starting off, they're always more fun and whimsical, but as Sketchtember comes to a close, my sketches are a lot more focused, a lot more concrete. I rely more on references to help me solve problems instead of spending so much time guessing. I can see more bold gestures and more faith in myself. The fatigue usually kicks in because you push too far in the beginning instead of pacing yourself, and definitely start small and work your way up so that you don't feel like you have to one-up yourself every single time you submit something. Find a good body of references early on to help you prepare. You will have enough time to find a decent amount of references 5 days at a time. You can also think ahead and brainstorm on the subject, so draw them in your head before the day comes so that you don't feel like you're guessing at what you will do for that day. And last year, Adam Duff joined, which was really cool and exciting. Thank you so much for hopping into the challenge last year, Adam. So he did like a black floral crown at the top or headpiece. And this was my submission for Badger Night. I remember doing a lot of accents during this stream. Look at this one. This one is so beautiful. This one is for Harvest Basket. So it's like a harvesting machine that has a basket attached. You guys are so good. This was Forest Spirit, done by our resident dragon, Free for Fire. Amazing job. I mean, you can go for the full illustration if you want. You can try to have one piece have a lot more than the other pieces. And you have the entire prompts available to you at the start of the month. So you can designate 1 or 2 of those days to be, you know what, I'm going to give it a little bit more for those 2 days and relax on the other days. You can easily do that. This is your challenge. You can alter it and adjust it the way you see fit, whatever serves you in your current art journey. The point is to explore things you haven't explored before and to give consistency a chance. Maybe a lot of the questions you have right now about yourself and about your art are related to consistency, and this is a great opportunity for you to try that here. This is Sakazma's reading by candlelight. I love the gesture. I love the focus in the eyes. Really beautiful job capturing that sense of focus. I think this one, the colors, the gesture, the flowers, the weight of the leaves, it's done so beautifully. It's so minimalist, but so effective, and the volume feels so full. I really, really like this sketch. I feel like it needs to be turned into a sticker or desktop mat or some kind of magnet. It's so well done. It's so well done. And this is Jeremzi's submission for Hiding in a Flower. I love his drawings. I really, really favor them because of the way he manages to capture such deep expression and facial detail. I love the way he draws faces. It's so unapologetic and it's so full of realism, and it has just this touch of style that's just a fine balance. A lot of us don't speak to each other throughout the year because life, is a whirlwind and it takes us all in different directions. But the fact that we all find ourselves in the same place again in September, like we're all coming home. There's a lot of new beginnings in September, but a lot of reunions as well. And I wanted to show you some of my submissions as well from last year. Day 2 was Temple Statue. I used Portrait Studio to help me with the perspective, just managing the weight of the body and the distribution of volume. One that I want to revisit is this one. I am not happy with what happened waist down, but I really liked his face. And I like the expression on his face, and I really wanted to jump back into it and fix it up, but I just never found the time. Classes, construction, and of course, last year I had a skull fracture, so it was a really weird healing period for me. Each stream kind of kicked my butt a little bit, and I couldn't stream for 6 hours like I used to. So hopefully this year I can push a little bit further. This one was my flower crown. I really like this one. And with each of these, I write a small story, so it's fun going back into those little worlds I create. This one was Flower Basket. This was Badger Night. This was Enchanted Violin. I really like this one, Hiding in a Flower. This one was pretty fun. I really wanted to paint it as well. I had fun with this psychedelic mushroom guy. Oh, this one was Mushroom Wizard. This one was Perching Crow. I didn't spend much time on the crow, but I spent a lot of time on the dwarf. Looking back, it's just so funny. I tried something different with this one. This one was Gloves. So I had some fun trying to mess around with a different style. Really same general line discipline, but I tried something a little more flat, but also pin-up-y at the same time. This one was Mr. Squirrel. Again, the stories that I make in my mind while drawing them are so much fun to revisit. Day 21 was Dwarf's Hut. Someone was talking a lot of anti-LGBT stuff in the stream, so I mid-process decided to change the entire story about this dwarf and made him a gay dwarf, just to piss that viewer off, whoever they were. This one was Trapped Inside. A fairy was caught inside a jar and the cat is speaking to her. And this one I messed with brushes a little bit. I think this one was Monkey King. It was nice trying something different with the brushes. This one was Witch's Laundry. So she's doing her laundry. Very simple. You can see the fatigue kicking in, but you can also see how I start being a little bit more decisive with my subject matter and just trusting the references while also sprinkling in some narrative. This one, day 27 was A Cursed Kiss, and I drew a cursed kiss. Day 28 was Priestess. Not too happy with it, but I could go back and fix it. I can see some major scale issues with the head. Day 29 was Birdwing. Again, one of the pieces that I really wanted to render, but I just never found the time to. I also really liked Cat Gin. That was day 25. Just seeing how far I can push the cleanliness of the lines. And I also found myself having a lot of internal debate about looser lines and cleaner lines. I love the clean line look and how bold it can feel, but I also love the looseness of the messy lines, and so I just kept both, submitted both. Sketchtember is a very magical time for artists. It's a very fun time for us in our community. I really hope you guys can join us this year. I'm working on the prompts and trying to make them as interesting as possible, and I can't wait to see what you guys create. This one was Monkey King. Wow. The Sketchtember challenge is all about teaching you to explore new subject matter while at the same time discovering your potential, especially if you haven't sketched throughout the whole year, haven't done much art, and if you are struggling with discipline, struggling with showing up, seeing the rest of the community show up every single day and submit their piece renews your focus, renews your motivation, and renews your discipline so that you don't feel so estranged from your canvas. I know that is definitely how it helps me. Sketchtember has this wonderful way of refreshing my acquaintanceship with my artistic side. And though, yeah, I do a lot of art throughout the year, Sketchtember has this way of helping me find the personal of my personal art and explore ideas and topics that I usually don't go to because I'm so wrapped up in the academia of art that I forget to really have fun sometimes. So Sketchtember does this thing where it, along with the community and along with the camaraderie of it all, it does this thing where it makes me feel like I'm a kid again and I'm just sketching and drawing and streaming with my family online. And I will be streaming every single night for all of Sketchtember. I think this is our 5th year. It's going to be an ongoing tradition as long as I can host it. And I really want you guys to attend this year. Even if all you do are 10 sketches, guess what? You now have 10 more sketches than you had when you started the month of September. And you have that much more mileage to call your own. Sketchtember has a way of helping you shake off the rust and shake off that stiffness that you feel, that apprehensiveness maybe that you might have developed over the years when it comes to your canvas. By day 20, there is no time for self-doubt. You put that pencil on the paper and you draw the daily prompt. And that's what the challenge is all about. Not making space for self-doubt the way you make space for self-doubt throughout the rest of the year. It refreshes you. It renews your artistic identity. You have less worry about failure. Failure isn't a question of the day anymore. The question of the day is, did I put pen on paper and did I create something? And failure is at the back of your mind, the way it used to be when you were a child just getting into art. It wasn't about failure. It was just about showing up and moving the pencil around and having fun. And that's really what Sketchtember does for you. Don't worry too much about making every single submission a masterpiece. Try something new every single time you can, because it means that first step in drawing that subject or that concept or that idea has already been taken care of by Sketchtember. Sketchtember gave you a chance to try something for the first time in a really, really safe environment, so that the second, third, fourth time you draw this specific type of character or specific type of object or concept, you will have had some mileage already established. Some tiles have already been laid down on the ground for you to stand on. And when it comes to the prompts, I try to keep them interesting, diverse. I try to include architecture, characters, objects, textures, emotions, gestures. I try to keep it diverse so it has something to offer for everyone. You are encouraged to submit a sentence or two with every one of your posts, obviously because it's a very, very long wall. We don't encourage paragraphs and paragraphs with your submission, just a small little blurb about your thoughts and experience with that prompt. It's an excellent challenge to get into art once again if you are having a downswing or a form of art block. Sketchtember helps you discover your real skill, the skill that lies under all of that fear of failure. You have a skill that you can't access at the moment that requires a lot of flexibility and stretching, and Sketchtember helps you take care of that. There's a lot of your current skill that is rusty or stiff because of a combination of failures from the past that are replaying in your mind as you draw, or just a general blanket effect of not drawing enough in the day, not enough frequency, which leads to a lower confidence. There's just no time for that in Sketchtember, and so you become very, very closely acquainted with your real skill that is hiding in there, in your brain, in your hands. And Sketchtember has this magical way of showing you exactly where it is, and it fills you with a renewed confidence in yourself and a renewed confidence in all the work you've been putting into your art for the past couple of years. A lot of the submissions I have seen and the artists that I've spoken to have said, I don't know how I drew that. I have no idea how I drew that. I was just in it, and I had the reference, and I was in the flow state, and I had to make sure the image was done, so I made faster decisions. They were in that state, that meditative balance between inspiration and discipline. And that's exactly what I want to help you find during this month's Sketchtember challenge. So I'll see you guys in the Discord for Sketchtember 2026. It's going to be a great year. I think it's going to be as fun as last year's. I can't wait to see what you guys create, and I'll see you guys in the Discord community.